morning, guys. I just wanted to come to you guys tonight and get this urgent message out to you guys. And this is for my fire signs and my air signs. And the message is you guys just need to hit the reset button. I feel like there's a situation between couples right now where you are still together and there's that animosity, that tension, that argumentative spirit or energy that's surrounding your relationship, and it's due to past hurts that some of you guys have experienced by being in this relationship, or it's just been from past mental abuse or verbal abuse, like someone that says that thing to you that you just can't forget and it comes up in your mind all the time. Well, the message today is it's time to hit the reset button. And what I mean by reset button is whatever that has happened in the past between you and your significant other, you have to let it go. You have to let it go. This is the only way that this relationship is going to heal. This is the only way that this relationship is going to progress. This is the only way this relationship will be able to move forward. You have to let it go. So what I mean by hitting the reset button is, as of today, right now, you have a conversation with your significant other and you say, we're hitting the reset button. That means everything that happened before you guys hit that reset button does not matter. That you walk from that day, from that hour, from that minute forward. It's like a brand new relationship. It's a brand new slate. Let's get into the tarot. Let's see what they got to say. We have the Hermit. And I feel like someone had to go into this rest and rejuvenation period, and they needed to go into this rest and rejuvenation period because they needed to come out with the right words, with the right things to say, with that clarity, with that clear mind, that you want to make sure you put everything right before you hit that reset button, you put everything on the table. You talk about what you're feeling now. You talk about what you're feeling, you felt in the past. You talk about how you want to progress and how you want to move this relationship forward into the future. I feel like one of you guys or the both of you guys are just exhausted. You're exhausted with the back and forth, the conflict. Sometimes it's going super good and then other times it's going super bad. Communication with the Page of Wands is always off. Nobody ready to trigger something new. Nobody wanting to free themselves from bondage. Nobody wanting to be passionate. Even though the whole time with the Nine of Pentacles being here, you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be without each other. Because your heart tells you that. Your heart tells you that. And with the King of Swords energy being here, you know it's time for that conversation. Okay, it's time for this conversation where we're using our heads, where we're being intellectual, where we're being smart, where we're being sharp. Because you want to put, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, this trauma in your past. And I feel like you guys have been having a hard time taking a leap of faith, starting over. You just don't know how to do it. And the key to it, the answer to it, is hitting the reset button. Hit the reset button. Start from number 1. Magician is representative of number 1. We have 2 Virgo cards here. So definitely Virgo individuals are a part of this as well. It's time to go into manifestation mode. Because when you start over from the Fool is the number 0. When you take a leap of faith, and that's what hitting the reset button is. It's like we're taking a leap of faith. We're jumping in. We're saying, you know what, we're erasing everything that happened yesterday and the days before. And we're going into manifestation mode where we're saying to ourselves, this is what we desire. This is what we want. And we're ready and willing and able to manifest it. We can make it happen. And all it needs is a little bit of courage. Not from both of you, just one of you. Because if one of you just have enough balls just to go up to the next person and say, I want to hit the reset button, the other person is going to say, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Because this gives both of you a clean slate. It just takes one of you to be confident, to believe in yourself, to feel the power, to be compassionate, to be brave, to be focused. Because emotionally with the Eight of Cups, you're not moving away from each other. You already know it. Your hearts won't allow you to do it. And with the Ten of Wands being here, it seems just like it's a continuation of a struggle, a lot to accomplish. The load is heavy because you're carrying wands that you don't need to carry. Drop them. Drop them. Look at the bird. All the bird has to do is open up its hands and drop them. With the Seven of Cups being here, I feel like this is a time period where you're just thinking about how great, how wonderful things used to be between the two of you. You used to go out, used to socialize, used to go to public places. Things were just so balanced. And now with the Three of Cups being in reverse, you're isolated from each other. It's like you're in the same house, but one person is in the kitchen. The other person is in the bedroom. When the other person comes to the bedroom, the other person goes to the living room. Nobody's willing to take the leap of faith and say it's time to reconcile. Nobody. And with this Queen of Swords being here, you know already that it's time to have a conversation. But this conversation can't be any type of conversation. It has to be a conversation that brings about understanding, empathy, compassion. Using the gift of judgment, knowing when to be quiet. Like when the conversation starts to lead back to, well, I remember when you did. That's not what the reset button is about. The reset button is about forgetting what they did, letting it go, and saying we starting over from scratch. Both of us. Because every time you point one finger at somebody and say it's all you, it's 3 pointing right back at you. You always will play a part. And it's time with the Four of Wands to stabilize this connection. And the way to do it is with the Page of Pentacles here, to get some strength. Get charged up. Say that, you know what, I want this. I'm ambitious about it. It's time to move it forward. And with the Star energy being here, Aquarius energy, somebody has hope. Somebody has hope. Somebody has hope. And they know that this is going to work. This is going to work. Because with the Queen of Pentacles being here, Earth energy being here, it looks like you've been only just focused on taking care of yourself. And you've been moving yourself forward. That's selfish. That's selfish. Queen of Wands energy in reverse. That's selfish. And that type of attitude breaks the union, breaks the emotional union. It's time to overcome this, guys. It's time to overcome this. It's time to overcome this. It's time to come back together. It's time to reconcile. You need each other. Your family needs each other. With the Wheel of Fortune here, somebody's trying to hold on to control by constantly remembering or reminding someone of how they messed up or how they failed at a certain plan. How you left me, or I was hurt, I was with no closure, I was empty inside. All of those emotions are relevant. But if you still stand together, it wasn't enough to make you move, hit the reset button. Give it up. Give up that defensive attitude, that holding your ground, that mounting your defense attitude. Give it up, because that nasty attitude is with the Ten of Cups in reverse, preventing you from having that love that you know that you want. Because if you didn't want it from this individual, you would have been gone. Insecurity, jealousy, give it up. Let it go. It's time to Chariot energy. Move forward. We got the Seven of Pentacles here. It's time to put in the work, guys. It's time to invest. back into this person. You staying there anyway. Your heart ain't letting you go nowhere. If your heart not letting you go nowhere, why are you living in misery? Then fix it. Put in the work. Fix it. The King of Pentacles being here, you're like, well, this person embarrassed me. People got people. Who cares about other people? This is you. This is your person. This is your foundation. This is your home. People are going to come against you for as long as you live. This is about you. This is about the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Not having a solid new beginning. This is about you. This is about your frustration. This is about the delays that you guys are having. A house divided will never stand. Ace of Swords in reverse, choosing not to communicate with each other truthfully and honestly, that needs to be over. With the Knight of Swords in, you need to rush in and say, we need to talk. And this conversation is nowhere near an argument. I miss you. I miss the emotional parts of you. It's time for us to fix it. Simple as that. And the way to do it, we're going to hit that reset button. And with the King of Wands being here, this is saying, you know, you have that passion in you. You know, you have the ability to overcome obstacles. You know, you have the ability to be a leader. You know, it's in you. And with the Six of Cups, you know, this is your soulmate. You know, you're remembering about the times that you guys had. You have nostalgia. You know what this relationship could be. And now with the Two of Swords in reverse, it's time to make a choice. It's time to walk away from the old parts of yourself. Both of you walk away from it. Say, from this day forward, we're only working on having victory and success. Don't bring up nothing from the past. If someone talked about what you did next week, you said, no, babe. No, we hit the reset button. Don't argue back. No, babe. Remember, we hit the reset button. Remember with the Eight of Wands, remember that conversation we had, that passionate conversation? We were leaving things in the past. We're working it out, babe. We're moving forward. We made a decision. We're going to move forward. We're going to move forward. That's what you do. You don't go back and forth. You said, no, babe, we hit the reset button. Remember with the Empress energy being here, we said we were taking a new opportunity on each other. You know, yeah, that lover or something that was in the past, I've dropped them. I want you. You know I want you. I separated from that. That was in the past. I don't got nothing to do with that. Because with the Ace of Cups, my love is just for you. I'm going to prove it. You gave me the opportunity to hit the reset button. I'm going from today. I'm going to show you who I am. I'm going to show you that I can emotionally fulfill you. Eight of Swords. We're done with being trapped in our minds, babe. Because you know what we did? We hit the reset button. And with the Nine of Cups being here, we said to each other at the time we hit the reset button that we was each other's wish. That we were what each other wanted. That we are what each other desired. And we took on, we had a profound change. We had a metamorphosis. And in the process of having that metamorphosis with the Ten of Swords in reverse, we reversed our ending. Because we had enough sense to know that both of us were worth holding on to by hitting that reset button. It don't matter. It don't matter. Let it go. Chariot in reverse. When I was aggressive, when I didn't know what direction to go, when I didn't know what to say or what to do. Right now with the Three of Wands being here, I'm making plans. I'm in control of that now. I'm taking control of that. I'm seeing how I can expand myself, how I can have rapid growth. Baby, I'm here. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I'm ready to reverse the tower. Yes, with the Page of Cups, I know I had low self-worth. I didn't express myself emotionally. Baby, I might have didn't even apologize. But with the Five of Swords being here, I want the conflict to be over. I want to forget it. I want to forgive it. I want to reconnect. Baby, I can't have us not reconciling with each other. I can't do it. I'm not settling for it. I'm not settling for it. You let them know. With the Four of Swords being here, this is saying withdraw. Let the old rest. It's dead. Bury it in a graveyard somewhere. And when you let it rest, I promise you, it's like a load taken off of your back when you say you hit the reset button. Because you know that everything you did before then is done now. And you guys are new. Watch the passion with the devil energy come back. Watch that passion come back. Yeah, before that, with the Ace of Wands, you weren't even thinking about having sex. You weren't even thinking about being intimate with each other. But once you hit that reset button, it's like all them people before you, it's almost like they died. They dead. They gone. All that drama, all them arguments, that's dead. That's gone. Now you guys can focus on the Hierophant. That stable union. That stable union. It's time for you guys to hit the reset button. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for checking me out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.